Welcome back to another Canon Quick Shot. I'm your host, Terry, and today I'm reviewing Mid-90s, the directorial debut by Jonah Hill. So Jonah Hill wrote and directed this movie that focuses on a young boy in the middle of the mid-90s who falls in love with skating and finds a group of kids that he relates to in his journey of trying to be accepted and kind of just navigating his young life. So, yes, this was a highly anticipated movie by me and a lot of people. Just hearing about the project, kind of what Jonah was trying to bring to it. I didn't know about it previous to this year. I think when I saw 8th grade, I saw the trailer for this and it was really interesting. And it was interesting to see Jonah's debut. But also hearing afterwards how he kind of just got real people to come be the actors in the movie and just really trying to see how this all came together and what this really would be about. And so the movie is about less than an hour and a half, about an hour and 27, I want to say. And so I was wondering how they could fit so much in there. And I would honestly say they don't. There's a number of themes. There's a number of concepts, I would say, plot lines that are hinted at or introduced, but they don't follow through. At least it's not correctly developed throughout the movie where you see the progression. It just kind of flows, and the movie is very raw. It's very much like real life, uncensored, kind of unfiltered, and life just kind of happens. It's not, a neat little package, especially for something that I think takes place over a few months. However, when you have a movie, I just feel like you're focusing on that certain time period for a reason, and you should be focusing on, a story that happens within that time and kind of give us the progression. So Stevie, who's the main character, he has a progression per se, but I just feel like they don't explicitly dive into kind of the dynamics that are at play. So, and it might just be the way my mind's working now, but I watched this movie. You just see so many concepts and so many things that you could recognize from your own childhood and any formative years as a young person. And this idea of peer pressure and wanting to have acceptance and the family dynamics with an older brother and what that can do, and a single parent and bringing in guys like there's indie movies that do this. There are plenty of indie movies that show you things and like kind of let you go down that rabbit hole yourself, but they don't explicitly talk about it. But I feel like this movie did that a little way too much. And I felt like there's at least some things that you got to kind of hone in and be like, we want to talk about this. And I didn't really get that from this movie. So I just feel like the story and kind of what they were going for had a lot to say, but a better and more veteran director, I should say, would have been a better choice to kind of get that out of the story. And with the editing and the way it was shot, I just feel like Jonah Hill, it felt kind of just mashed together. And I feel like it could have definitely been, smoothed over and a little better by a veteran director. But, definitely not a bad debut at all. Cause it definitely, like I said, it was raw and it hits hard because it is so raw. And especially in 2018, like it actually is kind of interesting to see that they did this, how people are so sensitive, even though it takes place in the mid-90s, people are so sensitive. And I see it nowadays with movies that are quote unquote period pieces and stuff, how people try to change the narrative or the lens of the story and make it seem like progressive at the time. And it's like, that's not how the world was at the time. So, this was pretty true to the 90s. So, you gotta love that. I'm from the 90s baby. So can't complain. But yeah, it could have been better. So overall, I would give Mid-90s a 80% out of 100, which is B minus. And I would definitely suggest to go see it. I don't know that it's going to get any Oscar buzz. I was really hoping and thinking it might, but you got Lucas Hedges, who's in every indie movie, was probably my front runner to get some Oscar buzz, but he didn't do a lot in the movie, and honestly, his performance wasn't that standout, so I don't know if this gets any Oscar buzz. So you could wait to Redbox, but if you just kind of want to, coming to age movies, it's a good thing to just take you out of your current mindset, and it's a big thing to reminisce and just how you would do things at that age in that situation. So it's kind of fun that way. But anyway, go to comment section. Let me know if you've seen Mid-90s, what you think. If you didn't, what do you want to see? Thumbs up, subscribe, share it around, get the convo started. And remember, if you heard it here, it's official canon.